What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Well, we closed out another week. The weekend is coming again. Getting into this episode, Michael, I have no use for Michael at this point. I really don't. I have zero use for him. I understand he's a grown man, it's his life, he's an adult, and I agree with him. Carly and everybody should back off of his relationship. If he wants to be with Nell, have at it. You want to deal with all her lies and the games she played? That's your choice. That's your business. I agree. I get it. He's an adult. He needs to figure out Nell on his own. Um, but he's trying to force a relationship with Nell and his family that is not there. You can't force something that they don't want. The family don't want a relationship with her. Sonny don't care for her. Carly don't care for her. Bobby sure don't care for her. Stop trying to force it. He kept begging her to come to the party. She didn't want to go. So guess what? Michael says, I'm not gonna go. He's being totally ridiculous at this point. Here's the thing. Nobody at that table, at Bobby's table, has any right to judge Nell. I will say that. They don't have no right. Everybody at that table has done something horrific over the years during their tenure on the show. They have no right. Sonny definitely has no right to judge Nell. Carly definitely has no right to judge Nell. Bobby has no right to judge Nell. But I will say this, they all have a right not to like her. They all have that right because they were going through their darkest hour. Their son blew up. They don't even have his body. Nell knew all of this, and she still wanted to inflict more pain on them by going through with her little plan. That's unforgivable, in my opinion, what she did. You played on their grief, you played on their pain. That's why they don't like you. So I can understand their hatred of them. Like I said, they don't have a right to judge her, but they do have a right to not like her. Definitely they do. And Nell, I guess, understands that they don't like her. That's why she's staying away from them. Michael acts like he can't understand where they're coming from. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to see their point of view. All he can see is Nell. That's all he's blinded by it. And I do know the saying, love is blind, but Nell is a compulsive liar. How many times I mean enough has to be enough. When is enough enough? She's shown you she's a liar. Like the late great Maya Angelou once said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Michael is refusing to believe who this girl really is. How many times does she have to lie for you to see what she is and who she is? How many times? Come on. That's why Sonny and Carly are pretty much like, well, mainly Carly is all up in the business because she knows what this girl is about. She constantly lies to your face. But like I said, they need to back off and let him figure it out. you know. But what irritated me the most was when Michael showed up to the brunch. He talking about hugging Bobby, and he talking about, oh, there's no place, I wouldn't have missed this for the world. I felt like that was so fake and so phony. That's how I felt. That was so fake and phony. Michael, you weren't even gonna go. The only reason you went was because Nell kept telling you to go because you're just playing into their hands, and she felt like the family was gonna sense that she's the reason he didn't go to the brunch. So for him to say, I wouldn't have missed this for the world, you didn't have a problem missing it. You didn't care. You didn't want to go. I felt like that was fake and phony. Like, come on, you're alienating yourself from your family because they don't like your girlfriend. Why can't you see their point of view on it? Why is it so hard? You knew everything Nell did to your family, and you act like they don't have a right to not like her. Really? I think they have every right. Like I said, they don't have a right to judge, but they do have a right not to like. That's their prerogative. You know what I mean? It's Bobby's brunch. All she want is family and friends. Think about it. I think it's messed up that Michael didn't want to go. Valerie is not even that close to Bobby. I haven't seen Valerie and Bobby together in a while, and even Valerie showed up to the brunch. Laura is technically not even related to Bobby, and she showed up to the brunch because that's her former sister in law. So they have that long history. And even Laura showed up to the brunch. Everybody was having a good time. And her own grandson didn't want to go, all because of his girlfriend. That's ridiculous. I find that totally insane. Totally. And some of you, you can agree, you can disagree. That's your choice. But I'm saying it how it is. I think it's totally ludicrous. Um, it's just crazy to me. I actually follow M. Ryland on Instagram, right? And she was actually on the GH set today. She was in her dressing room. She had her hair done, makeup on, and a dress. She didn't say why she had all that stuff on, but I have a feeling there's a party coming up that we're gonna get to see. So she says she just finished her scenes and stuff. So there's definitely a party coming up, and I want to know if that has anything to do with Jason, because this is a party coming up, and you know how GH like to do it. They like to be dramatic. Um, so anyway, Lulu was letting Laura know that Valentine told her about, Laura, pulling a gun on Valentine. Honestly, I don't blame Laura for pulling that gun on him, even though it wasn't loaded. But at the same time, she got to be careful because he's now threatening to call child protective services, and that could mess up the custody. So, Laura was like, she gonna keep a cooler head now. She gonna relax. She gonna chillax, which I think is cool. She got to relax. You can't just go around pulling guns on folk, especially when they hold some power. You can't, you got to, play it safe, play it cool. But I have a feeling, like I said yesterday, Valentine, your time is running out, buddy. And it's so funny to me. Valentine's running around town, sneaking up on people, in everybody's business. But what does he do for money? Nina talking about something. She thought Valentine was working from home. Doing what? Is Cats and Eye Industries even still around? Because he never mentions it. He's never working. So where's the money coming from? Because he's never working. See, this is what I'm talking about. They don't mention no companies, and all these people own companies or the CEO, but yet they never bring up the company, and you never see them at the office. So it's like, do the companies still exist? I haven't heard Cats and Eye Industries in so long. I'm like, is that company even still around? Like, did he sell it? Did he shut it down? What did he do? I'm just saying, like, you can at least bring up the company. So anyway, Sam and Drew are back at the penthouse. You can still see his bullet wound. And, they're talking about what the future holds, like what they're gonna do next. And, Drew talking about what he gonna do for a job or whatever. And then he talking about some, the fun thing is they're financially set. Sir, sir, excuse me, but when Jason comes back, you're not going to be financially set anymore because all that money, all that ELQ stock, the penthouse, it's all going back to him. Just so you know. Um, so Sam, Drew, don't get too comfortable in the penthouse because it will be going back to Jason. And if Sam decides to stay with Drew, then you will have to exit stage left out of the penthouse and go find you a new place. But I feel like Drew will be straight. He is entitled to ELQ stock because Drew is a twin, so he's a quartermain. And according to Edward's will, he is entitled to some ELQ shares as a grandchild. He's entitled to it, so he'll be all right. Um, and he said he's working on some new project or something like that. I don't know. But when Sam left, he was on the phone calling the prison for Julian Jerome. I'm like, what business does he have with Julian? Is Drew gonna try to buy that media company? Derek Wells Media, because why else would he be calling Julian? He has no use for Julian, so why would he be calling him? So anyway, Jason is still on the ship or whatever, and guess who he got tied up on the ship? Huxley. I said, where they dig him up from? Huxley was around last year. He was such a minor character. He was a part of that whole Nicholas and Ava storyline last summer or whatever. I'm like, why is Huxley up here? What business does he have up here? Apparently somebody after him or whatever, so he's on the boat trying to stay low key or whatever on the ship. And when he gave Jason, Jason looked in his bag or whatever and he found a newspaper. So Jason was looking at the date and Jason was like, no, the date can't be right. So he's surprised. Jason is shocked that it's 2017. Jason in his mind still thinks that it's 2012 because that clinic had him so doped up over the years and he hasn't had access to technology or newspapers, so he thought it was still 2012. Sorry, Jason, but yeah, bro, it's been 5 years since you've been shot. Yeah, I know. 5 years has passed, my brother. You got to get with the time. Um, that's crazy to be doped up so much and no technology that you don't even know what year it is. That's crazy. He's gonna be in for a world of shock when he comes back to Port Charles. Your brother was shot and killed. Your baby mama is now dating your enemy, Franco. Your grandfather's dead. Um, Michael's the new CEO of EOQ, and he's dating a psycho, and a compulsive liar. What else? Your current or ex-wife is now married or not married to your twin brother. Your son, who was presumed dead, is actually alive. Danny, who you thought was Franco's child, is actually your child. Your wife actually has a daughter by your brother. Sonny and Carly are remarried for the billionth time. Oh, by the way, Sonny actually shot and murdered your brother. Ava, who helped you out at the clinic, is sort of responsible for your godchild, your namesake Morgan, going down a slippery slope leading to his death, I suppose. Olivia Jerome, who's her sister, came back from the dead, planted a bomb, and murdered your godson. Julian Jerome is back in town, and he's your father-in-law, whatever you want to call him. It's gonna be a lot of changes for Jason. I mean, a lot. Am I missing something? Like, it's just gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot to adjust to for him. Mm-mm-mm. I feel bad for Jason. If I was Jason after hearing all of that, I would be heading to the nearest bar for a round of drinks, and I do mean dark liquor. Mm, 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 mm. That's a lot to ingest. But anyway, I feel like with Griffin, he's still trying to figure out his feelings for Ava. He's definitely trying to figure out, he's trying to figure out how he really feel about Ava. I think he like her, but he's trying to figure out how a relationship with her probably would work. You know what I mean? He's trying to contemplate it, I believe. Um, Ava looked good. Like her face looks so much better than what it used to. Of course, it's not fully fixed, but it does look a heck of a lot better than what it used to look like. Um, one more treatment and her face could have been fully healed. Valentine, of course, had to taunt her about it. He's such a clown. He is. Um, but I'm ready for Ava and Griffin to just get this over with. Let's get y'all into coupledom. And of course, according to Monday's episode, Sonny and Carly are gonna be up in their business. Trying to put their 2 cents in because of course it's Sonny and Carly. They have to put their business. They have to stick their nose in everybody else's business. That's how they get down. It wouldn't be a show without them sticking their nose in anybody's business. So of course they're gonna try to tell Griffin who he should and shouldn't be dating. They're just in everybody's business. How about y'all go get y'all some business and just stay out of everybody else's? Ava not worried about y'all. Stay out of her love life. I understand they don't want her to be happy or whatever, and it's understandable. But mind your business. Griffin's a grown man. He's not related to either one of y'all. You don't control him. So you have no right to voice your opinion about a thing. Mind your business. Go get y'all some business. Carly, don't you have a hotel to run, or are you gonna, as usual, put all the work on Olivia like you always do? At this point, Olivia should be the new owner of the Metro Court because she obviously does all the work. Carly is barely there, and the only reason Carly at the Metro Court now is because it's for Bobby's brunch. It's the only reason she's there. Other than that, she's somewhere sticking her nose in her grown kid's business. Um, yeah, that's just how she does, as usual. I think that's everything in this episode. Nina, as usual, didn't care for Nina. Um, they can get rid of her. But anyway, it was a decent episode today. I hope all you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful Friday night tonight. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Party it up. And I will see you all Monday or Tuesday because I think Monday is Columbus Day, so I don't know if the show is going to be preempted. So if I don't see you Monday, I will see you all Tuesday. Have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Hit that comment button. Let me know what you thought about this episode. If I forgot something, let me know in the comments. And I'll tell you my thoughts on it. Yeah, so have a wonderful weekend. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. See you all Monday, Tuesday. Peace.